Following a complaint lodged by the Marine Environmental Protection Authority with the Colombo Harbour Police, the Criminal Investigation Department launched an investigation into the vessel MV Express Pearl that caught fire within the Sri Lankan maritime boundary. Accordingly, statements were recorded from the captain of the ship, chief engineer, as well as the deputy chief engineer for over 12 hours yesterday. What's more, statements of 4 more members of the crew were also recorded by the CID. After ending the preliminary investigations, the CID produced facts before the Colombo Magistrates Court this afternoon. Considering the facts presented by the Deputy Solicitor General representing the CID, the additional magistrate slapped a travel ban to the captain, chief engineer as well as the deputy chief engineer of the vessel. Further notices were also issued for them to appear before court on the 7th of June. The magistrate also gave permission to officials of the Government Analyst Department to inspect the scene of the fire. The Navy commander too was ordered to provide the necessary assistance to this end. In addition, the chairman of the local agent representing the shipping line was ordered by the magistrate to provide the CID with the documents necessary for their investigations. Meanwhile, the stern of the vessel looks to have taken water in. Further, a team of salvors boarded the vessel for the first time today. A team of divers of the Sri Lanka Navy too were deployed to make an assessment on the bilge of the ship. What's more, a team of the National Aquatic Resources Research and Development Agency obtained samples of seawater and soil from the seabed in the vicinity of the vessel. In the meantime, the captain of the ship had refuted allegations of entering the Colombo port limits without informing Sri Lankan authorities of a chemical leak aboard the ship. This was revealed to media by the legal counsel representing the captain of the vessel. The harbour master, however, had a contradicting view on the matter.
ඒ නැවේ මේ කතා වෙන මේ කාන්දු වීම සම්බන්ධව අපිට දැනුවත් කිරීමක් කරලා තිබුණේ නැහැ. ඒක දැනුවත් කිරීම කෙරුණේ තව ඇවිල්ලා කොළඹ ඇන්කරේජ් එකේ තියෙන අතරේ තමයි ඊමේල් පණිවිඩයකින් නැවේ ඒජන්ට් අපිට දැනුම් දුන්නේ මේ නයිට්‍රික් ඇසිඩ් තියෙන කන්ටේනර් එකේ ලීක් එකක් තියෙනවා. ඒක නිසා ඒක ඊවර්ක් කරන්න රික්වෙස්ට් එකක් තමයි එවලා තිබුණේ.
However, questions remain over Sri Lanka's ability to recoup the damages caused by the Express Pearl fire.
When we talk about the legal aspects, the legal domain has not been reformed for a while, and we are at quite a disadvantaged position in this country as we are unable to fully utilize the legal techniques that are being used internationally due to the non-ratification of certain international conventions, and the present legal structure is mainly the Marine Pollution Prevention Act number 35 of 2008, under which there is provision to file criminal charges against the polluter as well as the civil charges against the polluter. Now, in case criminal charges are framed according to the Marine Pollution Prevention Act, there is a fine that may have to be paid in accordance with the order of the court, of course, that vary from 4 million to 15 million. And in the previous case of MV New Diamond, we saw the court imposing a penalty of 12 million rupees. So we don't know at this moment what sort of legal provisions will be used to frame charges. Now, talking about the civil claim, it's better to wait till we find the exact assessments of damages and losses. Thereby, we know then what would be the ultimate compensation package that the country is looking at in relation to the marine environmental damage that has occurred not only to the sea and the marine resources but also to the shore and the resources connected to the beach.
In the meantime, there was good news for the fishing community today, as State Minister of Multi-Day Fishing Activities Kanchana Wijesekara said that fishing will be allowed elsewhere other than the vicinity of the charred ship.
Surf Excel නම් භාගයයි මාසයකට වඩා රිදි සුවතයි.